Cassie began our day today with what you would call a folk tale, talking to you about a folk tale. And so I'm going to end the day with more of a personal kind of story so that you can see two different examples today, two different kinds of stories. And this is my story. For a number of years, I was a military wife, and I lived at different places in the world. And when my husband got orders for Stuttgart, Germany, I was less than enticed about going. My grandma had immigrated to the United States from Germany when she was 17. I ate a lot of Sunday dinners at her house, and I never heard anything good about Germany. So, to my surprise, when my plane landed, it was a world unknown to me. It was the world of the Brothers Grimm. It was cobblestone streets. It was delicious bread and delicious food, and it was castles. We took our kids to all kinds of places to see castles. And one of the castles we went to one Sunday was outside of Stuttgart, and it's a castle not in such good repair. It's called the castle, nicknamed the Castle of the Faithful Wives. People tell this story about it. It seemed that long, long ago, a King Conrad wanted to take over this castle. And so there was fierce fighting at the castle, and it appeared that the castle would be overtaken. Just before this was to happen, someone came out of the castle waving a white flag. And the king conversed with them, and they said, "Oh, king, could please just the women and children leave and go to safety?" And the king said, "Well, I can allow that, but they can only take out what they can carry on their backs. I don't want them taking out the treasures of the kingdom. Just the women and children and the treasures treasures will be left here at the castle." So it was agreed. And the women and the children appeared at the gate of the castle, children by the sides of their mothers. The women walking out of the castle, and on their backs they carried their husbands. The king, true to his word, allowed these women to carry out their husbands to safety. And you will see a statue in the courtyard of a woman bent over, carrying her husband on her back. Well, when I saw this castle, I thought, my grandma is like one of the faithful wives. She carried an entire generation on her back out of Germany while she still could, before the Great War. Among her progenitors here in this country, there are doctors, there are teachers, there are farmers, there are solid citizens all. When I returned from Germany, I said to my grandma, she was an old woman now, came to her and I said, "Grandma, you know, there were so many castles. Why don't you tell me about the castles? You lived in Mannheim, Germany, where Heidelberg Castle is." And she said, "Oh, they were so many castles. They were everywhere." And I said, "Well, Grandma, why didn't you at least teach your children to speak German? It's valuable to speak a second language." And my grandma just looked at me and she said, "Honey, I wanted them to be Americans." Castle of the Faithful Wives. Connection to my grandma. Thank you.